The Tagore family was always at the forefront of Bengali Renaissance. They had as much influence on fine arts, music, dance, literature, philosophy, architecture, clothing as they had on Bengali cuisine. Rabindranath Tagore, the great poet and visionary, was also a frequent traveler. He would often come back with recipes and menu cards of grand buffet he had attended in various parts of the globe, which led to gastronomic adventures and manifestations in the kitchen of Jorashako's Thakurbari. His wife Mrinalini Devi also had significant contribution in the culinary delights of Tagore's family. The recipes of the family remains very well documented in the cookbooks of Pragya Sundari Devi and Purnima Devi. Pragya Sundari Devi's significant contribution was introduction and adaptation of Kromoni, the menu card for the first time in Bengal. Through the cookbook of Thakurbari Ranna written by Purnima Devi, one can clearly visualize the colorful and flavorful kitchen of Tagore's family, which was an amalgamation of Indian and Western culture. On one hand, Tagore's favorites were pies, patties, roast and kebabs, but he also had a soft corner for fish and sweets. So let's prepare a recipe from that cookbook called Doodh Mach, or fish stewed in reduced milk. However, in the cookbook, there is no mention of the recipe in detail so as to keep it as a secret. For this recipe, we have used carp fish known as Katla Mach in Bengali, and the pieces should be preferably large in size. The first step to any Bengali fish preparation is marination with the quintessential noon holud or salt and turmeric. We'll take some mustard oil in a thick bottom pan. And once our oil is smoking hot, we'll add our fish pieces one by one. For cooking any Bengali fish recipe or stew, it is preferred that the fish should be fried lightly, and the same applies for this dish as well. Once all the fish pieces are fried, we will proceed to next part of the recipe. In the same pot, using the residual oil, we will add our whole spices. Then we will add our onion paste. I have used here the paste of 2 large onions. We will fry the onion at a medium flame till the oil starts separating, and once that's done, we will add 1.5 tablespoons of ginger paste. We'll keep stirring this for more 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll go on to add our green chili paste. In the main recipe, there was mention of red chili powder instead of green chili paste. Next in line, we'll add 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. This is totally optional. Even in the recipe as mentioned in the cookbook, there was no use of it. We can sprinkle some water at this time so that the spices soak up properly. Next, we'll add 2 teaspoons of sugar. Finally, when the oil starts separating, we will line up our cooking pot with the fried fish pieces. To prepare this dish, if you will be cooking 1 kilo of fish, then it is preferable to use half liter of whole milk or full cream milk. Before adding the milk, I have reduced it to almost 2/3. The only finicky part about cooking a fish stew or a fish curry is turning the fish pieces in the stew, as fish is very delicate and has a tendency to break. So one has to be very careful with this. Before adding the milk, we will lower down the flame and we let the fish curry simmer for around 7 to 10 minutes at a very low flame. We can also cover up the fish curry at this part. At this point, we now add 1 tablespoon of ghee or clarified butter and 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder. By now, our fish has been perfectly cooked. Even the gravy has become creamier and thicker, and it's ready to be served with some white steamed rice. For a Bengali, it is almost a blasphemy to think about eating fish with anything other than rice, and the same applies for this dish as well. Do prepare this dish for your friends and family and share your feedback in the comment section below. Hello everybody, we upload a new video every Wednesday. So if you like our content, please do like, share and subscribe.